up until this icy winter weather blast, the repair project has been on time and maybe even a little ahead of schedule. But the plan was, once those steel girders were installed, the ironworkers would work 24 hours a day to get everything ready for the concrete deck to be poured. However, the overnight single-digit temperatures that are forecast mean that crews will only be able to work during the daylight hours.
We just can't have folks out there when it is that cold and being exposed to those bitter cold temperatures. I mean, they are taking all the precautions necessary, but again, it is just too cold.
Despite the cold, you can see how much progress crews have made in a week since installing the 7 replacement girders. They're working on the forms for the concrete deck. Fuller says the few days where the crews aren't able to work 24 hours shouldn't have an impact on the mid-March completion target. But the bigger delay could come when it's time to pour the concrete. Typically, she says it needs to be at least 40 degrees for 7 days. Fuller says Great Lakes Construction is working on a plan which will allow the concrete pour to take place in the mid-30s. She says they're going to put a tent up around the area to keep it warm,
so that they can put some heat inside and help to, help that concrete to cure. But again, we are watching that weather forecast very closely, and we have to be mindful of not just the temperature, but also any kind of precipitation.
She says ODOT and the construction company will have a better idea of the concrete pour schedule by the end of the week and what the forecast is shaping up to be.
Looking ahead, as long as we have 2 deck pours that we have to do, and as long as we can get those started and wrapped up in February, we're going to be okay.
By okay, she means hitting that mid-March reopening most of us are so desperately waiting for.
Sure, you can stop watching, but let's be honest, you want to know more. Tap the links or even better, click subscribe to stay in the know.